Hey everybody, Nick here, and today, well, I got some terrible knives for you. As a matter of fact, many of you are going to be thinking, well, Nick, last time you had some terrible knives for us, well, you said you were done. You said you were canceling the subscription. You said you were over this, Nick. I thought you were better than this. Well, if you're betting that I'm better than something, you're probably making a bad bet. Let's just be real here. But anyways, I have in fact not gotten any better at this. There we go. That's better. I'm just setting up the chat in the other window here, and so actually, what happened here is I did cancel my subscription here. I did try very, very hard to make these people stop sending me knives, but for some reason, I got one last one. Maybe I had paid for the month before. I just don't know. But this guy showed up on my doorstep. It's like I'm being haunted by terrible freaking knives. And so I figured that the only way to do justice to this uninvited visitor is, well, to go on ahead and open it up. But before I go there, let people get a little bit more time here, I wanted to show off a couple of fun things that I have on the channel that are not indeed terrible knives. A couple of fun new things that have shown up. This guy right here, this guy is the ProTech Knives Sprint. It's a little California legal automatic knife, which is very, very interesting. I don't remember if I've showed this off before, but honestly, it's a cool piece, and so I'm looking forward to the review. Is this guy. This is a Hawk Knives and Kershaw Knives sort of collaboration. It's the Kershaw Knives Induction. And actually, practically speaking, it's a lot better than I expected it to be. A bunch of people on Instagram have said they've had some reliability issues, but this is a new batch, and so far it actually seems to be working really well. So, I'm actually pretty impressed with this little guy so far here. Interesting piece and a little bit non-conventional. One of the newest knives to hit my channel, thank you very much there, Miles. I appreciate the donation very much. But one of the newest knives to hit the space is this little guy right here. This is the Todd Begg, Begg Knives at this point, the mini glimpse here, which is an interesting piece, and it's definitely something that I've been looking forward to checking out, and scored one of these guys via a friend who went to Blade Show, so there you go. That's good. Thank you very much, Sip Fishing. Asked if I'm not a fan of out-the-front automatics. They're okay, but they're a little bit less interesting in my daily life. I don't need the extra accessibility of one-hand opening, and, they tend to be a little bit more expensive. They tend to be very janky. The Hawk Deadlock being the one exception there. But anyways, so that's that's this guy. And then finally a knife that actually I kind of expected to be making fun of. I kind of figured, there's no way in heck I'm going to like this knife. It is the anti-Nick knife. If there were a knife that is a Nick Shabazz knife, this is about as far away from it as you'd expect. But it's actually a knife that I have kind of fallen in love with. And that's this guy right here. This right here is the Demko Knives AD15. That's right, Demko, Andrew Demko, the guy who does a bunch of designs for Cold Steel, including the Cold Steel 4Max, among others, actually has this guy, and this is one of his sort of mid-techy, machine groundy sort of things, but it's a surprisingly good knife in a couple of different ways. To start with, the action is really, really nice. I mean, it's actually on Teflon washes, but you can't really tell too much. I mean, it's sort of backlocky, so it's not like you're getting an incredible action, flippiness out of it anyways, but you know what? It deploys reliably. This lock, the Scorpion lock, is really cool. You can see here that this bar lifts up here, and then it falls back into this groove. So it's sort of akin to the Buck Marksman lock, that kind of thing. That's this is actually a knife, and then most importantly, even though this is a big, beefy bastard of a blade, it still cuts things. It's ground well enough that it's thinner behind the edge than pretty much anything ZT makes. And so this is a nice reminder that you can use stupid thick blade stock if you grind it well. It's just the case that most knife makers don't grind it well. And so this is a surprisingly good knife, and one that I've actually kind of fallen in love with. I'm going to give it more time, because anytime I have strong, passionate opinions, I always want to make sure that it's like, okay, is this just, the thrill of the one-night stand sort of thing, or is this a knife that I'm really going to like in the long term? But so far, I've actually been really impressed with it. And so, yeah, this is a really cool sort of thing, and looking forward to spending some more time with it. But I know why you guys are all here, and it's not for good knives. That's 100% sure. It's for this guy. Now, of course, as I mentioned last time, the quality in these boxes has been steadily going up. Mind you, it's never actually hit the point where it is quality. it's less worse if they. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's having gonorrhea rather than drug resistant gonorrhea. I mean, you either way you're having a bad time of it, but at the same time you'd rather have. But the thing is, so these have been less and less interesting as the quality's been going up. But don't worry, I've got some strategic reserve of crappy knives over there that I can pull out and yeah, get to it. So, in honor of this being the very, very, very last day of I hope so, the last Terrible Knives Live, I think it's time for an old friend to make an appearance. That's right, come here, Robbie. This is Rob Zombie, the Z Hunter I carried for a full week. And I think it's time for him to finally break down this box and see what we can do here. So let's see just how dull he has gotten. See how dull we can get him. There we go. Come on, there we go. Hey, it actually worked to cut cardboard. And let's see what's underneath here inside this little joy. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Oh my goodness, guys. What we have here is a stealth dragon. That's right. You were thinking to yourself, oh God. Oh, this just keeps getting just better and better and better. What we have here is a... Okay. I'm actually... Okay, I'm sorry. I hate to have dead air here, guys. But I'm really struggling to parse this whole area right here. Hold on, let me grab the zoom lens because we're gonna need a little bit of zoomation here. Okay, what is this? Like, I know that there is a face here and that face belongs to a dragon of some variety or another, but I honestly can't even make heads or tails of it. I'm staring at this and I just don't know. Like, okay, because is it like, oh, there it is. Okay, so that's the eye and that's like a severe eyebrow. I kept thinking this was the eye. Look, we're looking at some high-quality sculpting and art going on here. Absolutely 100%. And then I'll just zoom down a little bit ways here. Apparently, there's a bird off the camera here that's reaching in. Rawr. That's a... oh, man, that's a thing. Then what's up this neck of the woods? Oh, hey, another bird reaching in from the frame. Rawr. Again, that's what birds say. Or wait, is he facing directly at us? And then, like, doing, like, a side of the mouth open thing? Maybe that's it. Is that his eye? Or is that... Look, I cannot even freaking... Guys, you know you've got a problem when you hand engraving. I cannot figure out exactly what it is. It's like one of those MC Escher pieces where it's like, I don't know what's going on here. My brain cannot figure out what's going on here, but I know it's kind of messed up. There we go. That's a thing. Thug Knife says, Olemic making budget blades now. So anyways, we've got ourselves a wonderful engraving thing on the front of it. And then in true, this is this is a member of the Chris Reeve Knives style of unique graphics, where if we flip the knife over, it is absolutely completely unimpressive. You can tell that every last bit of dollar that went into this knife went into the other damn side of this. Because on the other side, it's just like screw, 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 screw. Random cross shape, or is that a sword? I don't know which. Probably a little of each. Either way, Jake Hoback is smiling somewhere. And then, yeah, the new Spyderco shouldered stop pin. That's nice. Yeah, the blank side does look a little better. I'll give you that. And so, there you go. Next thing, though, this guy actually does not have a pocket peck of this, does not have a flipper tab, which is kind of unusual for a terrible knife. I'm going to say that. It's absolutely a thing. A lot of people have drawn comparisons between the Olemic cutlery Egyptian knife and this guy. Slight differences in the quality of the engraving here, but I can see where you would go. They're both relatively engraved. So, yeah, there you go. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and pop this open. Ready? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, yeah. This, my friends... This is a Wartech. Now, this marks a brand new brand for our Terrible Knives Live. It's not even like Wartech. It's like this is all caps, so it's like Wartech. That's a different thing. So we have ourselves a War-Tech knife here. War-Tech. Ay, 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 ay. And so that's pretty excellent. Then we flip this guy over. Whoa. Okay. So then on this side, it's just the scales are... and I like, by the way, I got a comment on the fact that the scales are just kind of fading away with the grind. That means they probably ground it before they scaled it before they ground it. Or maybe, I don't actually know how this is working here. Either way, it is screaming quality. But the thing is, one thing that's lacking here entirely is, we're going to have to zoom in and back again here. Take a look at this right here. PWT 245BK 3CR13. Oh, man, this is some high-quality stuff right here. But this guy, this was designed in USA. Now, that sounds really, really, really uncomfortable. Thank you, Evan Johnson. This means that either they're saying that, like, USA himself is just like a zone. It's a mindset. And so whoever, maybe this is one of those things, like, you know, USA is inside all of us, and this was designed in him. Maybe that's what's going on here. I just don't know. But it wasn't by USA. It was in USA. And that's kind of amazing. I just don't know. I hope USA was okay. Or maybe, here we go. There's a conspiracy here. Maybe USA is a woman, and this was designed by her child. Like her child, you know, at some point in time, you know, in like the 9th trimester, had seen enough crappy Z-Hunters through some weird sonar thing or whatever, and then decided, you know what, I'm going to design this knife. And as soon as that child got old enough to draw, then this knife was the first thing this child drew. Maybe that's what's going on here. That's oh man, that's what happened here. That is 100% it. This is designed by USA, or the lady USA, her son, or daughter, for that matter. Who knows? So, if you put USA underwater, she is submarine. Yes, indeed. That's what's going on here. So, that's entirely new, and it's crafted in China, of course. This isn't made. This is crafted. Yeah. So this is a thing. I gotta say, like, in terms of the grind and whatnot, this is not so terrible. I mean, it's thinner behind the edge than a ZT is. That's good. That doesn't take much. Non-committal recurve. Is it actually sharp? We'll find out as I throw that box someplace else. Here we go. Piece of paper. Holy crap, it's actually kind of sharp in places. Not there. Not those places. Maybe. So there's like a sharp 1/4 inch up at the front of this guy here. That's pretty subtle. Okay, like this portion here is sharp. This down here, this is for show. Do not get into USA. Oh my God, yes indeed. It had the one cut before it dulled. Could well be. After all, it is 3CR13 MOV. So a couple of other joys. This guy is actually tip up carry, which is amazing. Usually these terrible knives are tip down carry. That just seems to be the case. What else here? It's a frame lock. It's not a flipper, which is good. It is about 15 pounds or so, or as my scale would put it. Let's see here. Comes in at 7.13 ounces. Again, weight comparison here. 6.24. 7.13 ounces. That's not bad, whatever that is. Yeah, it's got a sharpening choil, kind of. Although the sharpening choil absolutely does not go to the plunge grind here, although they really did try. As Mini USA was in there designing things, they were thinking, they were learning. Oy, oy, oy. You know, oh, and then, okay, ergonomically, we're someplace here between Bag of Hammers and Kaiser Uprising. Sorry, it's a bench. I mean, we've got something here. There are these sharp points here, these sharp points here. But let's face it, this was designed by a very, very young child. So we can be okay with probably built by one, too. Oh, yeah, anyways, back at the ranch. The weight gives it character. Yeah, yes, indeed. That's what's going on here. We got the War-Tech. I'm sorry, War-Tech. So, yeah. Anyways, that's the War-Tech that we've got today in our Terrible Knives Live. It's not as bad as some. Can I sharpen this up? Will it actually take an edge? 3CR13. Give this a shot here. And maybe? No, that's just moving the burr around. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, Miles Clausen, he says, I need a new automatic and or any knife under $200. What's my best option? Miles, good question. That's going to be and thank you, by the way, the best automatic knife, under 200 bucks. Probably some of your Protects, like Protect Magic, I think, those kinds of things. Also, check my Nick Shabazz review guide, nickshabazz.com/review. But anyways, but thank you again. Yeah, this is just a piece, well, okay. I mean, it is a piece of crap, but it's, sorry, Thug Knife War Tech. Oh, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. That's for damn sure here. Oh, man. Yeah, so this is bad, but it's not as bad as some of the other crap we've gotten out of that box. I feel like there are worse knives out there, and I'm feeling very validated in my decision to end this, to stop this series. But that's okay, because, well, you know, sure, the War Tech wasn't incredible. The War Tech, well, it's got some issues. But I have worse. I've got, well, here, I'm just grabbing one off of my random shelf here, but actually first I wanted to show off something. We all know that when you think quality control, when you think true excellence in manufacturing, there is exactly one brand that everybody thinks of just immediately. Everybody, I mean, there are many companies who have a good, strong commitment to quality control, but one brand is just head and shoulders above everybody else. I know. You think of yourself, Nick, this is super easy. The answer, of course, is Z Hunter. But the thing is, I buy more Z Hunters than I'd like to because I give them away as, you know, gifts to my Patreon patrons. And so I've seen a lot of Z Hunters because I have to take each one out. I have to sign it. I have to show it off and show just the true excellence as I'm doing that. And, well, this one came across my table recently as I was doing a batch of signatures, and it was a little extra special. So this little guy right here, you think to yourself, well, Nick, it's fine. It's a Z Hunter. What's wrong? I mean, many things are wrong. Well, but it's kind of like saying, you know, Nick, it's a massacre. What's wrong? If you have to ask, you got a problem. But from the outside, from the surface, looks just as bad, just as good as any other Z Hunter. It's just a thing. But then the problem is, you flip this knife open, and not only does it not actually, holy crap, this one locks up. Wow, okay, that's amazing. See, the last few batches I've had just didn't lock at all. But the more important part of this guy is that at some point in time in the quality control process, somebody must have handled this knife. And at that point, they turned around and they noticed this, and they didn't care. What I'd like to show you here is the fact that a good chunk of this blade is just like missing. Like, seriously, picture a regime of manufacturing in which this happens. Like, seriously, there is just like a hole in this blade. It's not like a Spyderco hole in this blade, although maybe, is it positioned such? No, I can't do it. To save weight. Yeah, exactly. That means that while they were pouring this blade into some unholy mold, you know, in the fires of freaking burning Isengard, they managed to, but then there's this issue here too. And this almost looks like a Z. It's like the mark of Zorro. Zorro was here and made this Z Hunter a piece of craps. But, yeah. So this actually has, like, honest to God, just like a big old chunk in the blade missing. And somebody just said, yeah, just paint it. It's going to be fine. Yeah. So, actual zombie tested. The mark of Valerian steel indeed. Yeah, the world's least conventional fuller. Either way, I found this to be extra joy-bringing. You know, Z Hunters are always awful, but this was just an exceptionally awful Z Hunter, and that's just better and better and better. Yeah. Ay. So, that said, you know, Z Hunter, they make more than just that knife. I mean, I talk a lot about this particular Z Hunter, but they've got themselves a full lineup, and this one was sent to me by a viewer here, and I actually haven't looked inside this box, so I don't know what's waiting for me inside this. I don't know what unholy things are lurking inside this box, but I'm about to find out. So, ready? Ready? Here we go. This was sent in by a viewer whose name. Oh, damn it! I forgot to write the name on there. Thank you very much, viewer. You know who you are. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And bam! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh oh yeah! Oh. I don't know if I'm laughing or crying. Probably a little of each. So, where on earth do I start? So. Look at the screw hole. This is a screw. Somebody positioned that skull so that the screw was an awkward eyeball staring out at it. Oh my God, that's actually a sign, and they did it twice. Here it's with the pivot. The Uso was thinking here. Holy crap, that's amazing. So this is maybe like the very, very best Z Hunter imaginable. At least according to Z Hunter standards. I'd like you to note to start with. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit. I'm having one of those moments where you have so many things to say. It's like poetry is ringing forth through the banners of heaven here. So I mean, okay, the screws in the eyeball holes. That's a big plus here. The next thing I'd like to highlight, the next little bit of joy here, is that these skulls have eyebrows. It's not the case that these are just good old-fashioned evil skulls. These are good old-fashioned evil skulls with eyebrows in there. And I'd like to, my knowledge of human anatomy here is maybe not as much as some. I mean, if Dr. Frunky was in here, he could fill us in. But I don't recall skulls having eyebrows. Heads have eyebrows, faces have eyebrows, but not skulls. And so what that means is that there is somebody in there doing skull makeup, like going in there with a little, a little makeup brush, drawing on little eyebrows here with mascara. And that's just wonderful. These are beautifully just adorned freaking eyebrows on these skulls here. So that's wonderful. Behind the skulls, what's going on here? I'm seeing some kind of a futuristic trash dump, maybe? Or maybe the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. I just don't know. It's one of those kinds of things going on here. And then on the back side, what do we got here? The engraving has obviously gone way downhill here. I mean, this is much less impressive work. I mean, this is serious. This is a little less so. But we still have the crazy eye skull here. This guy, unfortunately, the pivot hole is in there, but because it's, on the other side, I don't know. This is maybe like a pirate, because he's got the eye patch clip thing going on there. That's pretty impressive. Thank you very much, Evan Johnston. And indeed, this pocket, the pocket pecker is definitely ribbed for your pleasure. So, okay, that's spectacular. Now what we've got here, of course, left side tip down carry. Yes, absolutely, 100%. But then on top of all of this, we have a very convenient key extraction hook. So you recall, of course, that this is a left side tip down only carry knife, because it has to sit on this side of your pocket in order to be remotely safe so that the assisted action isn't going to come open in your pocket. But as it does, you're going to find this guy just yoinking whatever it happens to be. Let's say I've got my keys in there. Come here. I thought I had something key-like in here. Where's my key ring? I don't freaking know. Do I not have my keys on? Oh, guys. Anyways, it looks like we've got something on here that is designed just to help you remove the keys from your pocket. They're probably referring to it as a seatbelt cutter, but let's go on ahead and see whether that's going to do the trick here. Wallet holder, flipper outer. Yeah, it's like an Emerson wave for when you want to just cut your pocket open. You can very, very quickly shred your pocket with it. So here we go. Let's go ahead and see. How am I going to even do this? Like this, maybe? Okay. This is not working. I'm going to need more grip here. I'm going to go ahead and take out the leather. See if we can get a little bit more gription going on here. Because I'm needing more force. I need more power here. All right, here we go. Pocket fisherman indeed. Oh. I am legitimately... Hallelujah! I pulled it off. Okay, sorry about that. Damn near blew a vein, but... yeah, that's not the sharpest thing ever. Let's go on ahead and put it that way. Holy crap, guys. Here's my workout for the month. It's like the equivalent of, doing some reps at the gym. Do you even lift, bro? I don't need to lift. I cut Z-Hunters. Yeah, so that's just a beautiful thing. And actually, hold on. I'm curious. Did it actually tear? Like, did it actually cut? Or did I just, like, tear this piece of fabric in half? I think I might have just torn this fabric. Well, hey, I feel slightly stronger now, but it sure didn't do the trick. It's a parcel carry. Oh, God. It could well be. Ay, 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 ay. Wow. Hey, cool. I can tear fabric. That's awesome. Okay, so moving along. Let's go ahead and deploy the blade, because this is just going to be, I suspect, absolutely a matter of joy. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That just keeps getting better and better. Are these supposed to be... I feel like that's a dick. These have to be femurs, but... These are... That's going to be a thing. Quite literally. I think that's going to be a thing. Alrighty. Let's flip over. Look at the other side here. Yeah, a couple of more dicks. That's okay. But is that a shoddy grind? Yeah, of course it is. It's a freaking Z-Hunter. What are you even asking me for there? Yeah, and so we've got this beautiful engraving here. We have a custom design. This isn't even by USA. My buddy USA had nothing to do with this, which probably explains the nice touches like the eyeball skull things there. Oh man, that's that's absolutely a thing. So we do have a sharpening choil, putting this firmly ahead of most of Spyderco's lineup in that domain. It's actually a reasonably sane blade shape here, with the nice drop pointy sort of thing. Let's see if it's sharp. Hold on, there might have been a millimeter in there. Yeah, there's a little bit of here. This little region right here is sharp-ish. I won't say it's sharp, but it's definitely a thing. Yeah, this is Kostam. That's right. I forgot about Usa's brother, Kustam. That's a different thing entirely there. Can I actually see the edge? Oh, God, I just grabbed it and got the hook. Luckily, it's not sharp. No problem there. Oy, 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 oy. So that's pretty excellent. This is handcrafted indeed. Yeah. Wait, this is a Kaiser Dorado Scully. It is proof that there is definitely... Oh, God. And you're not picking up on the weight here, but we are, again, in just beautifully heavy territory here. This is a chubby little bunny coming in at 5.69 ounces, which is, mind you, better than this little monstrosity over here. But, holy crap, guys, still. And, of course, the nice part about this little hook here is that, even if no side, you don't want to put it in your pocket, you can always just, like, hang it off of something. Hang it off a button on your shirt. That way people are going to look at you and be very, 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 feeling you classy. Yeah, not even for free would I take it. Mateo, that's the thing. Some of us pay money for these. That's a problem. Let's see here. A belt hook, yes, indeed. Ay, 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 ay. Wow, that's beautifully... Oh, no wonder. I can actually see the edge if I look head on down into there. So, yeah, that's not really sharp. But, hey, I tried. I really did. Why is there discoloration on the blade? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm wondering if this is actually... rusting or something like that. Let me grab my... dicks make it more aerodynamic. Nice there, crazy nerd guy. Yeah. Might have been designed by a guy named Wang, and he just figured he'd put his signature in there somewhere. Sorry, bad Chinese designer joke. Oh, man. Yeah, no, that's like a patina in there. I'm feeling like that's probably not steel. Like, this may just be like iron. Or zinc or something like that. I just don't know. Ken Onion, Matt Cucciara. You're right, this is a leak. I just realized that. This is a freaking Kershaw leak. Guys. Like, I mean, the blade shape is different, but the handle of it is very, very leaky. Holy crap, guys. That's kind of nuts. Hey, thank you, Drano, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, that's absolutely not doing a beautiful thing there. Yeah, this is like 1095 or something. Oh man. Is that the worst knife I held? Asked Logan LeBlanc. No, unfortunately, it's not. You should take a look at my Master Knife Fractal of Suck video. That was really worse than this by an absolute mile. So yeah, they're just ripping off John Graham's pocket clip. So John Graham's knives have a little clip that goes down there in the front. Yeah, that's exactly it. Did we already do a cut test? Oh, we did do a cut test, and it will not quite cut. And this certainly will not. Oh my God. Benchmade just started a live video. This better be good. Riley, this is never going to be good. So I would encourage you to find better entertainment ASA freaking P. If you shake it really hard, does it open? No, generally speaking, these knives with the assisted open actions just don't tend to do that. Oh, does it lock up? Did something just fly off of this? I feel like I just heard something fly off of this. What flew off of this? I'm slightly scared now. Oh no, it's just the back scale here. This is not fully... This is not fully screwed down. So when I pinch here, the scale is flopping around back and forth. That's really excellent, guys. Oh, that's spectacular. Oh my God, yeah. 10 out of 10. How are the ergos? About how you would expect. But you can... This is a tactical innovation, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm sorry. I sometimes, every so often, I make all these videos, and I consider myself, and maybe I shouldn't, but, I act as if I were an expert in cutlery, as if I understood a lot of what, motivates some of the modern decisions in cutlery. But, sometimes I miss things. And this is a case in which I miss something here. Check this out. So the normal, you saber grip, you hammer grip, etc., ergonomics are pretty awful. And, it's not all that impressive. But this is a knife where actually, once you put this into the reverse grip, which, as we all know, is the only acceptable tactical, grip, especially when you've got little bitch hands, this has become a knife in which you have two blades accessible to you. You have this blade in the back here, and you've got the front hook here. So on the front, you've got your sword breaker, and on the back, you've got your knife. This is like tactical nirvana right here. Holy freaking crap. Thank you very much there, Drano, man. I appreciate that very much. Oh, God. So, yes, this is exactly it, and it works in reverse grip. Wait, if the blade is closed, which grip is reverse grip? Does this become reverse grip? I just don't even know. This is like a deep philosophical question. It's a new Karumbin, and exactly. Ay, 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 ay. Happy birthday there, Inflated. So, yeah, do they make an all-black version? No, but give me $10 and a can of spray paint, and I will. Case closed, problem solved. Ay, 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 ay. So, yeah, that's, this is absolutely and totally a thing. Wow. Just wow. I mean, and the funny thing is, it keeps getting sweeter and sweeter. You started off with the eyeballs. Then you've got the bad penciled-in eyebrows. Then, of course, the loose scale here. It doesn't get much better than this, guys. It really, really doesn't. Does the parcel carry a double as a glass breaker? That's a good question here. It's not actually sharpened on the end there, although it is a little sharp in that corner there, so maybe. But then... I don't freaking know. Consider what it does double as 100% freaking sure is a mess. This doubles as a hot freaking mess. So anyway, maybe they're sugar skulls. Yeah, that could well be it. Try it on the Oceanus. No, thank you. I am quite good without destroying this guy. Forgot to add 666 with the pyramid indeed. They're all off on the symbolism right here. Ay, freaking yay. If I paint it, I'll destroy the resale value. Yeah, this is going to be an investment piece, that's for sure. Hashtag safe queen. Except it's actually unsafe, so it's an unsafe queen. And that kind of works. So what blade steel are we working with? This is going to be a CPM LOL. That is absolutely a oy, 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 oy. This is a thing. So actually, ladies and gentlemen, I have had one hell of a week. I mean, it's just been one of those weeks where work has been destroying me just every step of the way. It's good stuff. I mean, I'm making a lot of progress, and so I am just like right on the borderline of being completely and totally wrecked. So rather than sticking around forever and letting this trail off into, well, actually, how would it get worse? Well, let's not find out. What do you say? I think I'm actually going to go get some dinner and then do something maybe a little bit more productive with my evening, like maybe casting this guy into the fires of Mount Doom. So, anyways, thank you very, very much, everybody. And CPMPOS, nice. Thank you very much, everybody, for stopping in. I hope this found this interesting. And have yourselves just an absolutely wonderful and way, way better than this rest of your day. Bye now.